ringing onto the mic. Roll them locks, throwing chains on tight. I'll rule the airwaves, I own the night. Crank up the volume, feel the heat. Down, turn up the dial, let me preach. Running this town with a steel cake smile. When the bell rings, I do it with style. I'm the Lord of Saturday night. One hair thunder, taking the mic. Bodies tell the truth, no fear, no fight. Bow down, cause I'll rule tonight. I'm the Lord of Saturday night. Blonde hair thunder, taking the mic. Bodies tell the truth, no fear, no fright. Bow down, cause I'll rule tonight.
Good evening, everybody. This is RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. I am your host, Lord Amadeus, the president and CEO of the company called RAWF in the game we all know and love as Wrestler Unstoppable. My co-host here in Gay Paris, the one and only.
¡Hola, muchachos! ¡Hola, muchachos!
Ladies and gentlemen, Al Vacant is here. Good evening, Al Vacant.
Bonsoir, mi ami.
Yes. It's a beautiful day in Paris, France, ladies and gentlemen. We are holding RAWF Superstars tomorrow night, but we got a lot to cover tonight. Please bear with us. And one thing I got to point out before, because I said in the intro, in the scene, and to the message I sent out that the After Hours Championship would be defended tonight. That was not the case. That will actually be next week. Minifee will defend the After Hours Championship. My bad on that one. But that's all right. We'll have that match next week. Tonight we've got a lot to cover and talk about anyway. So, with that being said, Al Vacant, Immortal XIII is in the books, and let's take a look at the results.
Oh, such results.
Let's take a quick look at the results from Immortal, and then we'll get to GM reports immediately after. But it was something, Immortal XIII, to say the least. There we go.
Look at that handsome devil.
All right, so the Stadium Stampede match. Who won that? Let's see. I believe that was won by absolute domination. Defeated the Murder. Kenta, Denzel, Chev, and Ken Costa defeated Mark Caliber's the Murder Crew. So that was the Stadium Stampede. Next up, we had the Spectral Tide Rules match between the Joker Mark Caliber and the Pirate King Soul Reaper, won by Soul Reaper. More on that in a little bit. We had the Francophone match between Minifee and Miss B, which was won by Minifee. We had the Supernova Starfuel Mayhem match. Talk about you crazy. Hotshot Chaz victorious over Extreme Enigma in that one. Then we had the High Voltage Steel Cage. Psy defeated Immortal Griffith by countout. Redneck Avenger defeated Joe Boo in their Asylum match. Ah, yes. Blake Bradley, Destroyer was the secret attacker of Blake Bradley back at Philadelphia Freedom last month. You know what? I didn't get the winner of that one written down. Did you see who won that one?
I
Anybody?
thought it was Destroyer, but I'm not sure. It's been weeks.
Let me take a look. I'm sure I can find it quickly here. There it is. And yes, Destroyer did beat Blake Bradley in that special challenge match. Which, I mean, if somebody comes back, you want to get revenge on somebody, that's not the best way to do it, I suppose. But
Generally not a good plan, though.
not a good plan. But
I
Destroyer
would
was
have
victorious.
revenge with my face on your fist.
Claymore made this a very close match. I was wondering if he was going to walk away as the Champion's Choice champion there for a while, but Aaron made a comeback and got the victory over Claymore. He's still the Champion's Choice champion, is Aaron McFadden. Let's see here. Destroyer retained the Arcana Class Championship against Joe Boo. So far, Destroyer 2-0, but it was not to be a perfect night for her as Denzel the Giant defeated Destroyer to win the Ultimate Gauntlet Championship. And Denzel also, retained the Hatfield and McCoy Championship against Killer Neptune.
Yeah, it was a pretty big night for a pretty big guy.
Yeah. So a huge night for Denzel. Powerball Championship, the Paragon of Greatness defeated Teflon Sheik.
Say it right. Say it right. Paragon demolished Teflon Sheik.
Paragon demolished Teflon Sheik to gain the Powerball Championship. And Kicker is our new Estrogen champion after defeating Destroyer to become the new. So congratulations to Kicker, her first RAWF championship. Surprised by that? What's that?
Did not see that one coming.
Not at all. So Destroyer kind of had a mixed result at Immortal 13, but then when you have 4 matches, that's kind of expected. Blake Bradley is the new men's champion after defeating Claymore. So Blake did not all bad for that night. Kenta retained the Multimedia Championship against the problematic Michael Brewer. Thus Brewer challenged him to a rematch 2 weeks ago on Superstars, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. The Immortal Griffith won the Triple Crown Championship against Davila and Rick Nelson. He is your new Triple Crown champion.
I believe tying a record.
Tying a record, absolutely. Spice and Flame retained the tag team championships against Swords and Scimitars. So, yeah, you did call that one, and that just proves they're for real here. Because I know for a fact that Swords and Scimitars wanted those belts extremely bad. Iceman Jer still your Midnight Hobo Championship. The one bad mark on Denzel at Immortal 13 was not able to get the Midnight Hobo Championship away from Iceman Jer.
You know what? I did not call it that match that way, and my apologies to Jer. He told me I would regret my call, and he was correct.
All right. Teflon Sheik still the Fubar City champion after defeating DVT. That's a shocker to me.
It really was, and decisively. It was a decisive win.
Yes, it was. Killer Neptune is still your national champion after defeating Simply the Best for the second pay-per-view in a row.
Yep. That's the
So
rubber match, if I'm right. That's the
that's
third time
right.
they've faced off for this title.
Yep. So Killer Neptune, basically winning 2 out of 3 falls, if you will, over the last few months for that national championship. We have a new Platinum Dragon champion as the unsettled Chris Cage defeated Kenta to become the new Platinum Dragon champion. And lastly, and probably the most depressing, the Teflon Sheik is still the world heavyweight champion after defeating Killer Neptune.
Don't remind me.
And yeah, unfortunately, Teflon Sheik's still the world heavyweight champion. And
Fortunately, he's not here, so we have to hear about it.
At the moment, he could show up anytime.
Good point. It's like a bat rash.
All right, real quick before we get into other things, but Immortal XIII was great. It was awesome. The Xanther tournament started. We announced the Hall of Fame, which we'll go over in just a little bit. Let's go to our GM and event report. And I'll start it out with the Immortal Griffith. Griffith, you have a RFC report.
I do. That's right. Week 3 is now in the can and all graded up. And, well, I guess we'll just throw it this way. Right now, we have a 3-way tie for first place, all at 65 points. We have Denzel, Enigma, and Blake. After that, we have DW, then Miss Beautifatal, STB, Brewer, Lars Hellstrom, Chaz, Sean Hurd, Chev, Steve Johnson, Big Papa, and Luke Cage. Now, I will tell you this, when week 4 comes out very soon, we will be culling down to the top 10 because everyone else numerically cannot possibly win at this point. We will post scores and the next set of matches in the scene soon.
All right. Thank you very much. Griffith, Paragon, Ultimate Gauntlet report, sir.
Yes, we got things kicked off pretty quickly here. First of all, congratulations to Denzel the Giant. We saw the brand new champion after his victory at Immortal, defeating Destroyer to become the new champion. So we started things off again here with a match between Soul Reaper and Miss B. Miss B defeats Soul Reaper, going on to a second matchup. That second matchup is against Stormtrooper of Death. Miss B wins that match, goes on to a third match right now that is currently going on, Miss B versus Honey Apples. If she wins that, Miss B will be the first person running the gauntlet after Immortal and already up to 3 victories.
All right. Excellent. Thank you, Paragon. Razor, are you there?
Yes.
All right, sir. Powerball. Let's hear it.
Okay. Last week I had opened the scene up for guessing your 3 numbers, and those numbers were 7, 11, and 25. And the people who guessed at least 2 of those numbers and got in the tournament are as follows: DW, Big Papa, Ken Costa, the True Badass Billy, BDT, Simply the Best, Jobu, Magnificent Michael, Tiggs, Slashy, Draven Blackbird, Sith, Luke Cage, Lars Hellstrom, Redneck Avenger, Hot Cheese, Dez, and the Immortal Griffith.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is. And it's
Usually you don't have that many guessing the numbers right.
A lot of good names in this, and I'm excited to see how it goes.
And the winner will face the Paragon of Greatness for the Powerball Championship at Radiversary. All right. Anything else, Razor?
That's it.
All right. Stick around. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Let's see here. Basically, from tag reports, it looks like round 3 was posted 4 days ago. Round 4 incoming. All right. That's what we have from tags. Hatfield and McCoy, those two tournaments have started. We had a lot of signees. Amazingly, though, we had 21 sign up for Hatfield, and then 29, and then 30 sign up for McCoy. So a bit of an imbalance there this period. But those two tournaments, we'll get those reports to you in just a moment. Actually, we'll just go and look at them now. Let's take a look at some of the tournaments going on in RAWF at this moment. We will start with the Xanther, the Platinum Dragon Memorial Tournament, as we should. And what's it been now? 3 weeks? We're 3 weeks in?
Correct.
All right, so list a little under 3 weeks. We are still in round 2. Moving on to round 3, Juan Solo has defeated Destroyer to move on. Hotshot Chaz defeated Mancunian Maniac. So I believe it'll be Juan Solo versus Hotshot Chaz in the next round. Denzel the Giant, who defeated Razor, will take on Faith Duncarino, who defeated Cougs. DVT, who defeated the legendary El Duncarino, will take on Big Papa, who defeated Maeve. Hobo Ezekiel will take on the true badass Billy. Hobo defeated Lars Hellstrom, and badass Billy took out Maximum Pain. The big guy Madinel defeated Michael Brewer. He will face the Crow or the Joker Mark Caliber, who defeated Marquis de Sade. Uber Vegan TPO defeated The Undertaker. His next match is against the Immortal Griffith, who defeated Sean Hitman Hurd. Paragon of Greatness was not advanced. He was defeated by Iceman Jer. Iceman Jer will take on the 2-time Xanther, the Platinum Dragon Memorial Tournament winner, Sassy Applebee's, in the next round. Strangleheart, who defeated Prince, will take on Brunette Strangler, or Miss Brew Menzino, who defeated Deathstroke. You have Psychotic Rage defeated Ciro El Napolitano. He'll take on BDT, who defeated Papa Shaker. Chris Cage defeated Miss B. He will take on Tremaris to the Bone, who defeated Davila. Kenta defeated the Amazing Spider-Man. And he will face Dees, who defeated Alistair Fiend. Half Nelson defeated Tad Beaglewolf Dennis. He will take on Ken Costa, who defeated Hilly Deadman. Onyx, who defeated Natalia Nitro, will take on the winner of Solitude and Wildfire. Solitude or Wildfire in the next round. Sai defeated Claymore. She will take on Flash's Fuckbuck in the next round. He defeated Enigma. Kicker defeated Killin' Neptune, but as great as that is, our next challenge is to take on Simply the Best, a former Xanther winner. DW defeated Aaron McFadden, and she will take on Concrete Crusher, who defeated Soul Reaper. So, well, got a long ways to go in that tournament, but still a lot of great names still in there. Let's see here now. Let's take a look at the Extra Points tournament, see how that's looking right now for April and May 2026. In round 3, we have Sassy Applebee's taking on Wildfire. Natalia Nitro taking on the Badass Billy. Slashy taking on Uber Vegan TPO. Strangleheart taking on the Teflon Sheik. Big Papa taking on Psy. Iceman Joe taking on Marquis de Sade. Simply the Best taking on DW. And Maeve O'Hare taking on the Paragon of Greatness. All right, let's take a look at the arsehole of the month, see how far along we are here. We are in round 2. The Immortal Griffith defeated Lars Hellstrom. He'll face Denzel the Giant in round 3. Roger the Pirate defeated Mancunian Maniac. He'll take on Papa Shaker, who defeated Ciro El Napolitano. Iceman Jer will take on the Teflon Sheik. Big Papa will take on Anthony Patrick. The Razor will take on Crazy Sir. Marquis de Sade will take on Sizzaloo. Mick Devilson will take on Magnificent Michael. Rick Nelson will take on Ollie Ostrin, who defeated Killer Neptune, of all people. Money Sue and Chev are still fighting out their round 2 match. The winner of that will take on Scythe. Soul Reaper defeated Eric McFadden. He'll face the winner of Evan Deadly and Mark Caliber. DVT defeated Dees. He will face Slashy, who defeated Joe Boo. Badass Billy will take on Simply the Best. Badass Billy upset Claymore. Simply the Best defeated Leo. Chris Cage will take on Andy Price. Andy Price defeating Draven Blackbird. Chris Cage defeating Fusion Skull. Dr. Kent and Joey A are still going at it to see who will face Uber Vegan TPO, who defeated Caden Steele. Strangleheart will take on the Minion. Blake Bradley will take on the Paragon of Greatness. So that's your Arsehole of the Month report. Let's take a look at the Biatch of the month. And it's still in round 1, so we'll get to that one next week, I have a feeling. Let's take a look. And Powerball just started as well. It is in round 2, but there's not that many. You got the Immortal Griffith taking on Joe Boo. You've got Slashy taking on Magnificent Michael. Dees taking on Luke Cage. Scythe taking on Tigress. Redneck Avenger taking on Badass Billy. Draven Blackbird taking on Hot Cheese. Big Papa has defeated DW. He awaits the winner of Ken Costa and Simply the Best. All right, Hatfield and McCoy tournaments. Let's take a look at Hatfield first. And it is already in the quarterfinals. Killer Neptune taking on Hotshot Chaz. Strangleheart taking on Chev. Chris Cage taking on DW. And Big Papa has already defeated Cougar. He awaits the winner of DW and Chris Cage in the Hatfield. The McCoy is probably a lot longer because there are a lot more people that signed up for it. But it is in the quarterfinals as well. I'll be damned. All right, Ken Costa taking on Magnificent Michael. Destroyer taking on Tigress. Toxic Megatron Avenger taking on Teflon Sheik. And Dr. Kent taking on Minifee. All right, this just in. Minifee is going to defend her After Hours title tonight. She is here. So we will get to that here. Probably at the top of the hour, or after we get through all the results and whatnot. All right, so I think that's our GM report for the evening, our GM and intro stat. All right, so last week the final rankings also came out, and we apologize for not having a show last week, but it was WrestleMania weekend, so we took a break to enjoy WrestleMania weekend. But Vacant, you have the rankings, and while most people probably already know them, you might as well go ahead and read them one more time.
We've already kind of acted on them, but sure. Here, give me a second. I gotta dig them out here. They're 3-week-old papers, you know. All right, here we go. All right, everybody. So these are final as of, like last week, but all right, here we go. In 25th position, we have Fusion Skull. In 24th place, we have the Arcana Clash champion, Destroyer. In 23rd place, we have the Superstars champion, Kenta. In 22nd place, we have Claymore. In 21st place, we have the Redneck Avenger. He's the Anything Goes champion, by the way. In 20th place, we have Michael Brewer. In 19th place, we have... Hola, Maeve. I see you out there. That's you. Yeah, see. In 18th place, oh, look at that. Clickety-clack. It's a hobo attack. That's right. Hobo Ezekiel's in 18th. In 17th place, this name is just fun to say, so I'm going to have fun with it. Little Faith Dunkarino. In 16th place, we have the Diesel Warrior. In 15th place, we have Chev. In 14th place, we have our Midnight Hobo champion. That's right, Iceman Jer. In 13th place, we have Joe Boo. In 12th place, we have Bonsoir. That's right. You, Mini, after hours champion. You're in 12th. See you. In 11th place, we have a Wildfire. I don't know if I see her come in tonight. I usually don't miss the redheads, but I don't think she's here. In 10th place, we have Hotshot Chaz. In 9th place, we have our current Hatfield McCoy Ultimate Gauntlet and White Lightning champion. That's right. Denzel 3 belts out there. I guess, if he attaches them all together, they might actually fit around him. In 8th place, we have the Extreme Enigma. In 7th place, we have Luke Cage. Good for him being up there. In 6th place, we have Simply the Best. In 5th place, we have our new Powerball champion. That's right, Paragon of Greatness. In 4th place, we have our still national champion, Killa Neptune. In 3rd place, we have our new men's champion, Blake Bradley. In 2nd place, we have our Platinum Dragon and Iron Fist champion, Chris Cage. And in 1st place, we have our World and Fubar City champion, the Teflon Sheik.
And Wildfire should be put down for tags. I did forget that, but that's all right. But you can add one more belt. You can
tell her to kick her partner in the butt. He's not on this list.
But you can also add another belt to Redneck Avengers resume there, and we'll talk about that in just a moment, because these results, and let me give you all a visual of the results. This is the graphic I posted in the scene last week. Some good at least 3 or 4 people that never been in an RAWF Top 25 made the list on this particular time. And actually, I believe it's 4 people. Who are those 4 people, El Bacon?
4?
4.
Hold on. Let me go back and look. All right. So I don't think Fusion Skull's ever been on it before.
That is correct. That's 1.
I'm going over. Faith Dunkarino's never been on it before.
That's correct. That's 2.
Has Minifee been on it before?
Never. This is the first time for Minifee.
All right, that's
3.
So that is the 4th one, and I gotta. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Hold on, let me look at this.
Shouldn't be that hard.
It's got to be Chev.
It is Chev. That's exactly right. Chev, first time. So Chev, Minifee, Faith Dunkarino, and Fusion Skull, all first time top 25ers, and last period. So incredible job to them, and congratulations. Now, what did this mean for contenders matches? Well, this could be a little bit confusing, because one person turned down a contender match altogether, and another person, and it allowed someone else to move up. So yes, it did. Somebody turned down having a contenders match at all. So let's take a look. This was last week from the O2 in London. We had a Fubar City street fight between Money Sue and Sabian. That is the weirdest nameplate I've ever seen. I have no idea why his nameplate looks like a belly button, but it does. But Money Sue.
I suspect it's supposed to be animated, and it got stuck.
Well, no, actually, if you go and look at the nameplate, that's what it is. Don't ask me why.
I mean, okay.
Money Sue defeated Sabian in a Fubar City street fight.
Also, who the hell is Sabian?
He was on 2 weeks ago talking about Judge.
I don't remember that, but okay.
All right. We have a multimedia championship Hell in a Cell still ongoing between Kenta and Michael Brewer. We had the Superstars Championship, C-Bell Psy defending against Redneck Avenger. Redneck Avenger winning the Superstars Championship from Psy last week. Congratulations to RA, the new reigning Superstars Champion.
Has he had that before?
Good question. I don't believe so.
I don't think he has.
I don't believe so. I'm going to take a look here.
While you're looking, I'm going to pour myself another margarita.
It does not look like it. No. No, RA. This is his first time as Superstars champion.
Good for him.
So congratulations to RA. And yeah, he's been making. He's been taking our little talk to heart few weeks ago. So kudos to RA. Then multimedia contendership. So this one gets interesting because if Brewer can beat Kenta for the multimedia championship, and then he will face Maeve O'Hare because Maeve beat him in the multimedia contendership match. Maeve will face the winner of Michael Brewer and Kenta at Radiversary for the multimedia championship. We'll talk about that again in a minute.
Personally, I think if Brewer takes the title in that match, he should just immediately hand it to Maeve. I think that's how that should work.
Well, I hope so.
No, I mean for beating him as contender. I think that should have just been.
DW defeated Faith Duncarino in their Triple Crown contendership match.
Uh-oh. You know you got to do it.
Studio Cat. Whoa! Studio Cat. Studio Cat.
That's right. Studio Cat is in the house here. How we got him across this ocean? How we got it across the ocean to Paris? I have no idea. But let's
You
get
don't
back
think he
to
wouldn't just crawl into some piece of equipment and sleep for the whole trip?
I mean, that's possible. All right. So DW defeated Faith Duncarino in their Triple Crown contendership match. And Chev was victorious over Hobo Ezekiel in their Triple Crown contendership match. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Fubar City contendership still ongoing as of press time. Minifee taking on Jobu. And unless that's changed in the last few minutes, which, that tends to happen.
Never hurts to look.
It doesn't hurt to look. Nope, has not changed. That appears to be still ongoing. But I preface that with one person is beating the holy hell out of the other in that match right now, and the person winning might be defending a title tonight.
You might like to hear them say your name.
I might like to hear them say my name. Let's see. That'll be a good match, too, if that is indeed Minifee versus Teflon Sheep for the Fubar City Championship anniversary. I'm just saying. Midnight Hobo contendership match is still ongoing. Hotshot Chaz taking on Wildfire. That should be a hell of a match right there. Or it has been a hell of a match thus far. National Championship contendership. It is Extreme Enigma taking on Denzel the Giant.
What the hell happened to Enigma's chin?
That's just
the mask.
It's just a mask. It is what it is.
But you think that one's still going?
Yeah, that one's still going, as is the Platinum Dragon contendership match between Simply the Best and Luke Cage. And although that one is kind of a one-sided affair as well. And then World Heavyweight contendership. The unsettled Chris Cage taking on Blake Bradley. That match is still ongoing as well. So, some interesting possible matchups for Radiversary. Indeed.
And I know who asked not to get a contenders match.
I think you can. All you have to do is look at the list and
Correct.
you can figure
Number
that out.
4 apparently did not want their shot.
What's that?
Number 4 apparently did not want his shot.
Apparently. So, we have the only thing we know about Radiversary at the moment that's official. Maeve O'Hare will challenge for the Multimedia Championship. It'll either be Michael Brewer or Kenta defending that title against Maeve. And we do know the Triple Crown Championship match at Radiversary. The Immortal Griffith to defend against fellow Hall of Famer DW Diesel Warrior and rising newcomer Chev. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
So now I will say this: we have seen part of this match before more than once, I believe. In different times where Griffith has had this belt, he has had to beat DW. I don't want to say it that way. He has had to face DW and another opponent at least twice.
Mhm.
So, we've seen that, but we have never seen Chev in that mix.
Exactly. Chev's the wild card here. I mean,
Is it
Griffith.
Chev or Chev? Like Chevy? Or like Chev? Like
Chev.
Chev, which is it? Is it a hard
Yeah,
or
Chev.
soft TH?
Do we say it Chev or Chev? Chev, like
That
Chevy
doesn't help.
Chase. Maeve says
I've heard
it's
people
Chev.
say it Chevy Chase. It's Chevy. Chev. Yes. See, you get the answer from. You know he's out there.
Chevy Chase. Okay,
All
we'll
right,
just
we'll
go with Chev.
Right.
We'll go
All
with
right.
Chev.
But that being the case, I think that throws a little bit of what's the word I want? Confusion into the match. We don't like. There's a wild card here we haven't seen before. We don't know how that's going to interact. That being said, I think either the chances of either of them taking this belt away from Griffith is low. But who knows? Like he's been on again, off again for months now. We saw him lose a match that we were all sure he was going to win. We then but then he turned around and dominated a triple threat match. So I don't know. I think it's gonna. I've said this about so many wrestlers in the past, but I don't think I've ever actually said it about Griff. It depends what Griff shows up.
Yeah, I agree. And you never know. DW has made a living out of upset title wins. So let's not count her out as either. So this is going to be a hell of a Triple Crown title match at Radiversary. No way you slice it. You got two Hall of Famers, and you got somebody who right now is looking pretty good. As far as the rankings go and whatnot. And I could see big things happening for Chev if he keeps up what he's been doing over the previous couple of months. So, but on top of that, Radiversary, of course, is always about the RAWF Hall of Fame. And going in this year, and we made this announcement a few weeks ago, but we'll go over it again. Blake Bradley will be going into the RAWF Hall of Fame. Wildfire will be joining him. Joining them is Tigress, followed by the legendary Haruki, and last but certainly not least, my co-host, the one and only El Vacant. And I know you are giddy to be going in with two redheads.
Yes, they'll go with that. Yep.
And of course, we do have the induction ceremony on the weekend of Radiversary. It goes on Saturday and Sunday, and each person gets to decide who's inducting them and on which of those 2 days they would prefer their induction being. And have you given any thought to that, Elvegan?
See, I know who I have asked to do it. They can answer whether they wish to answer or not.
Well, you asked me. I
did. See, correct.
I kind of didn't know if you wanted it to be a surprise,
No, it's silly. The surprise is that it took this long for this amazing specimen of machismo to get in the Hall of Fame. That was
yes,
and I got to tell you, I really like this new outfit. I really do. I'm really glad that I got this done in time for the Hall of Fame induction.
You look spectacular, and I hear you even put some electrified coating in it,
It's ungrounded at all times. Yeah, see.
Yeah, so
I don't have to wear a rubber tooth anymore.
Not that you have to worry about that.
No, of course not. Of course not.
But all right, so that is our Radiversary preview. That will be coming up, as you all know. What would we say? That will be. There it is.
I'm facing you.
It's coming. There it is. May 24th from the Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio, a.k.a. Fubar City. Radiversary. It has been 12 years. It will be our 12-year anniversary, ladies and gentlemen. An even dozen here in Unstoppable RAWF has been in existence. All right, now let's take a look at tomorrow's Superstars live from here in Paris.
There's awful silence.
Sorry about that. I'm good. Here we go.
So much silence.
Can you hear me?
See.
Okay. All right. Now, is the video playing? It doesn't look like it is.
I just see the anniversary symbol.
Yeah. That's the...
Do you need me to sing something? I can sing something.
Sing. Yeah. Yes. Distract. Or...
Oh, sole mio, I climbed a trio. They were all redheads. Oh, wait, sorry, that's wrong. Yeah, we're having technical difficulties. So let's see. What can we talk about? I know. So someone asked earlier, and I think they were answered, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So when we're overseas, in case you guys don't always know, I have an agreement with a European company, food truck company, and I lease trucks and we rebrand them, and the trucks and the menus come over. Sometimes there's slight differences because I can't get certain ingredients, but rest assured, while we're over here, the trucks are open for business. You can still go downstairs and get all of your fun favorites. So please eat more tacos.
All right, I'm back here. Can you hear me?
See.
All right, hold on 1 second. I gotta make a couple of changes.
I gotta tell you, when I'm looking at that picture, my tower isn't leaning.
Yes, Minifee highlights the card for tomorrow here in Paris, the Paris La Défense Arena. It is indeed going to be a happening. So, let's take a look. Superstars Championship, RA will defend the title for the first time against fellow RAWF Hall of Famer Claymore. That's going to be a hell of a match.
That's a hell of a first retainment match.
Yeah, absolutely is. That's going to be a challenge, to say the least, for RA. But if anybody can do it, and I'm sure we'll be talking with him later in the program. And there is another title match I just found out a few hours ago because nobody informed me that a challenge was accepted. But Midnight Hobo Championship, Iceman Jared will defend against Extreme Enigma tomorrow as well.
What's with this blonde shit? Why is everybody going blonde?
What's wrong with blonde?
Yeah, but you're natural. Well, I assume you're natural blonde.
Yeah, I am. Yes, I am.
Bottle blonde. They're blonde. They're bottle blonde. You should be offended.
Well, that's Enigma for you. But for the undercard for tomorrow, who do we turn to?
Oh, yes. See, my buddy. Although, wait, was he allowed in Paris after last time?
Yes, he was.
Oh, well, all right.
Have you seen his outfit lately? Did you see the clothes he's been wearing?
No, I haven't seen him in a couple weeks. What's going on?
You're going to see him here in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, Randolph Mortimer Draw. Hey, how's it going, everybody? How you like it?
What
you're wearing?
The hell are you wearing?
This is my tribute to the Paragon of Greatness. I'm in all purple. You know what I'm saying? It's a good color on me, don't you think?
I
could do without the biker shorts. Do you really need? I mean, you could wear jeans, you know. I'm just saying.
mean,
And
the
what?
biker shorts do sort of make it more Paragon-y, though.
Yeah, got to show off the legs. You know, everyone likes Paragon's legs, so I got to show off mine too. No, you don't. First of all, yours are much hairier than Paragon's. Not that I look that much, but anyways, what's the undercard for tomorrow? Oh yeah. Got you right here. Okay. So this one's gonna be a good one. We got Gorgonio taking on Black Lilith. Natalia Nitro taking on Magnificent Michael. DVT taking on Sean Hitman Hurd. Strangleheart taking on Papa Shaker. Lose on Warrior Queen Falcon taking on Fusion Skull. Slashy to take on Kenta. Denzel the Giant to take on Joe Boo. Evan Deadly takes on Diesel Warrior. Draven Blackbird to take on Ted Beagle Wolf Dennis. Big Papa takes on Andy Price. Cyanide Harvey takes on Paragon of Greatness. Blake Bradley takes on Undertaker. Knox Boogie take on Joey A. Marquis de Sade takes on Lady Evil Lita. Simply the Best takes on Dr. Kent. Ken Costa takes on Tigress. Rick Nelson takes on Wildfire. Honey Apples takes on Jason Seismo Richter. Solitude takes on Hot Cheese. Anthony Patrick takes on Destroyer. Uber Vegan TPO takes on Miss B. Cyril El Napolitano takes on Chev. Hobo Ezekiel takes on Scythe. Ole Ostrin takes on Maeve O'Hare. Badass Billy takes on Soul Reaper. Davila to take on the Immortal Griffith. Roger the Pirate takes on Steve the Stud Johnson. Jiggs takes on Starlight. Psy takes on Luke Cage. Killer Neptune takes on... Oh, Elvacant, I need your help with this one. You want to read that name for me? Killer Neptune to take on who?
Are you messing with me?
No, right there. Read it.
No, seriously though, you're not. This is not a joke.
Yeah, he signed. He came back.
All right, hold on. I gotta get ready. It's been a while.
Yeah, that guy. That guy's back right there. The one that El Vacant just read off.
I missed that a lot.
The Legend takes on Caden Steele. Sisaloo to take on the Teflon Sheik. Lars Hellstrom takes on Sophia McFadden. Sassy Applebee's takes on Mystic Maniac. Mick Devilson to take on Toxic Megatron Avenger. Hotshot Chaz takes on The Minion. Michael Brewer takes on Aaron McFadden. Kitty Kabam takes on Teresa Stikazi. Dark Warrior takes on Crazy Serb. Olivia McInnes takes on Killin' El Lobo. Deez to take on Mancunian Maniac. Cougar Knight to take on the Unsettled Chris Cage. The Razor takes on Kicker. Mark Caliber takes on Minifee. Money Sue takes on Leo. And Stormtrooper of Death to take on Psycho Girl. That's your card for tomorrow's Superstars here in Paris. And I kind of like the purple though. I think it does look good on me. What do you think, El Vacant? Honest opinion.
I think it's a little tight. And that's
It
coming
is
from a
a
guy who
little.
walks around in what I'm wearing.
It is a little snug, I have to admit. But you know, get the. I
Maybe
mean,
invest in it. You know, maybe if you're gonna wear it, I'm just saying, maybe invest in some tube
you know,
tops.
they wear these things but they wear these things here. You know, the Tour de France. You heard
That's
of the
true.
Tour?
You're not wrong. That's
You
fair.
know, maybe I could go. Stuff like that.
So yeah, I like that. I think that's like Paragon is big purple. Now you're a little purple.
Purple. I'm Lil Purple. There you go. I'm the L to the O to the P. Right? Does that work? No, that don't work.
Yep, I got it. I'm gonna stick with that from now on.
All right, I'm out of here. Gonna go enjoy myself here in Paris. You all have a good night. All right, try not to get mugged. Just for that
What are
outfit.
they going to take? He's not like he's hiding anything in that.
You have a point. You do have a point. That was Randy M. Joe, who, by the way, is now an official member of Unstoppable. Look up Randy M. Joe. Needs fans and training partners from what.
Come up when you look it up. I don't know why.
What's that?
It doesn't come up when you look it up. I don't know why.
Really?
Oh wait, all right. He came up that time. He didn't come up when I looked before.
Okay. But at any rate,
I'll share a link, everybody.
That is tomorrow's Superstars, ladies and gentlemen, live from Paris. And speaking of the French, let's bring her on, ladies and gentlemen. She is the reigning After Hours champion. She will be defending that title tonight against who? Well, the championship committee has let me know, and I will tell you in just a few moments. But let's bring on the champion. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the legend herself.
C'est la fièvre des rues du Québec où l'hiver mord fort. Elle a fait du froid une arme en or. Pas de luxe, pas de chemin tracé, juste du feu dans le cœur, puis rien à lâcher. T'entends-tu ça, c'est son nom dans l'air, moitié en français, moitié en prière. Elle parle pas, elle laisse s'en sortir. Monte dans le ring, tu vas le sentir. Allez, allez, c'est un enculé. Lights out sans remords, fait en acier avec l'esprit rebelle du Nord, du Québec.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Minifee to the program. Minnie.
Hello.
Bonsoir.
Hi, Vacant.
How are
Hey,
you?
Lord Amadeus, I'm mad at you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what'd I do?
Why do I need to defend my title in France?
Well,
that's
I
where we
mean,
are.
it just happened to play that way out. It wasn't intentional.
France.
Yes, it's France. I mean, at least the people will be chanting things that you can chanting things that you'll understand, right?
Yeah, but I don't like people from France.
Oh no.
Oh, did you not know? Oh, no.
No,
no.
they smell like cheese. They eat bread all the time, and no.
And Parisians don't like anyone who aren't Parisians.
What?
Parisians. We're in Paris. Parisians. People from Paris. They don't like anyone who isn't from Paris.
No, probably, but no. But anyway, I thought you was my friend, but I'm not sure anymore.
Oh, now wait a minute. It's just business. It isn't anything personal. I didn't know that you didn't like Paris.
Well, you know what? I won't say your name tonight.
You
already did.
Well, I did, but I won't do it again. So,
LA.
She won't say it in that special sexy way.
Oh, come on now.
What about me? Because just be fair, I didn't book this.
Okay, Vacant. Vacant.
See,
You know, I told Lord Amelius this. Oh, I said it, and I told him this week I should replay sometime Randy, and say all the name of the people in RAWF. You know, it's funny. Earlier when you was wondering how to say Chev, I always call him Chev. It's supposed to be Chev.
And what do you call the paragon of? Say the paragon of greatness. I'm curious how that sounds.
Oh my God, the paragon of greatness. It's like Razor, Redneck Avenger. I'm looking at the name I see right now, and Paragon, Big Purple.
Oh shoot, too funny. Well, I don't want you to say, but I got to ask you a question about it because it does look at this moment like you will be challenging the Teflon Sheik for the Pooh Bar City
Mm-hmm.
Championship at
Mm-hmm.
Radiversary. Uh,
Yeah.
it, I mean, unless a miracle happens and Jobu somehow comes back on you in that match, which
I don't think so.
not
I
in a
want
hardcore match.
Melvin. No, he won't win. Forget about Jabu. Jabu is done. I'm going to kick his ass like the next turn. So no, I'm going to fight Shek. you know, check, Shek,
Sheck.
Shek,
Tef-
and he's going to go. He is going to run under his mom's skirt. I swear, Shek is going to go down. Finish, Shek. I'm going to hold the belt at the
I can't
end.
imagine he's actually that good to women. I don't think he goes down.
I swear it's going to go down in another way, and I'm going to have my boots on his chest. So that's it.
Kinky.
Boot. She said boot, people, with a T. Just so you know. I know.
That doesn't make it better.
Shrek. Yeah, Shrek. the giant green Shrek.
I mean, I understand you're upset about being here in Paris, but you take a great picture. Take a look at this.
Yeah, I am so sexy.
Look at that. I mean, come
Is
on
it
now.
me? It's me.
Yeah.
Is it me you're looking for?
Oh my gosh.
I'm not drunk.
Oh my word, Minifee doing her best Lionel Richie. But at any rate, here in just a few moments, Minnie, you will be defending the After Hours Championship,
Yeah.
and your challenger is out in the chat. I was told we were going to hear from that person tonight. Apparently, but it's somebody you probably don't know very well because he's actually fairly new. Jason Seismo Richter will be your challenger tonight.
Oh, I thought I could choose my opponent.
No. You don't.
Oh.
No. That's not how it
Okay.
works.
Another reason to be mad at you.
It's not. I didn't choose it. It's the championship committee.
Okay. So who is this newbie?
His name is Jason Seismo Richter.
Okay, is it a jobber?
You know,
No, I don't think so.
not quite. No.
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 He's new, but he's pretty good.
No.
Okay, we will see.
We will see. If we get, but we will have that match in just a few moments. But Elvacant, anything you'd like to ask Minifee?
So many things, but not on there.
I told you, all in private.
Yeah, see. Or, I'm sorry, we.
But please, Vacant, don't sing. Don't.
I have one.
If you sing, I'm gonna show you the door.
All right, so no singing in private doors. All right, got it.
Singing. Okay.
I got it.
You got it. Perfect.
So just so you know, make sure everyone is aware, the After Hours Championship is a half-hour time limit. Doesn't normally take that long, but just in case somebody gets kicked off. But Jason Richter, yes, Jason Seismo Richter, recent signee to RAWF, should be a good, interesting match. But are you ready, Minnie? Are you prepared?
I'm always ready.
You're always ready.
Yeah, it's
all
like
right.
Fresh meat.
All right.
Bring
Well, you
it.
get your butt down to the ring.
Yeah.
And
so see you. And hopefully, I'm going to keep the belt.
All right, Seismo, are you ready? I see you out there. Say you're ready, and I will start. Elvacant, you might as well get down to meet up with Doc.
That boy ain't ready.
All right. That is Seismo. He's stretching. I guess that's assuming he's ready. I will post the match in the chat. The link to the match is right there, folks, for you. And let's send it down to Doc Dillinger and El Bacon at ringside here in Paris. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Minifee, the legend herself, defending against Jason Seismo Richter. What do you know about Seismo, El Bacon?
I mean, not a lot. I know he did a stint in Iberian Pro over in Ireland, so he actually has some connection to Maeve's family. But other than that, I don't know a whole heck of a lot. I know he's hit the scene here pretty quickly and pretty hard. He's had some good wins, and apparently right out of the gate, while we're trying to talk about history, Minifee's not wasting any time because she just went right in, hit him with an uppercut, followed up immediately with a chop block, hits him with a stunner, and then goes for a German suplex, but is unable to lift him up.
The challenger now, collar and elbow tie up into a hip toss. Then grabbing Minifee by the heel and hair and throwing her across the ring, and then hitting a massive cutter. Impressive by Jason. Gets her tangled in the rope, kicks her in the gut. Then locks her in the figure 4 leg lock. Wow, some interesting techniques from Seismo here. Goes for a swinging neck breaker. No, Minifee dodges out of that.
They get back to their feet. They start working. Minifee wasting no time. Gets him tied up into the ropes. Kicks him in the gut. And then turns around. Puts a figure 4 leg lock of her own. I guess she's trying to show what's good for the goose is good for the gander. They're trying to move around. He's going for the ropes. Looks like he might get there. But, oh, wait. She saw it happening. She let go. Pulled him around. Hit him in a Cobra Clutch and rolled him back to the center of the ring. He's still struggling. Oh, she shifted into an STF. Oh, and then she just pulled a Griff Special. She went from the STF over into a Dragon Sleeper. Look at this. She's really trying to put this man to sleep.
So, but he slips out of it, goes for a side headlock. Minifee dodges that. Then hits him with a basement drop kick and a running shoulder block. Minifee showing her veteran presence here. But she misses
Richter. Sorry, go ahead.
She misses the shoulder block. Richter goes for a chop block. No good there either. Minifee goes for a brutal elbow strike, a collar and elbow tie-up, a successful hip toss, a cutter, flying Heather Scissors, Canadian Destroyer. And she stands back now. The rookie not looking so great now.
No, Minifee is very much in command of this match. But he's not done. He hits his own little uppercut, grabs her a side lock, pulls her into the middle of the ring. He's looking around at the audience, showing that, look, he may not be having the greatest match of his career, but he's not giving up. He immediately goes for a double leg takedown and mounts and just starts raining down brutal punches over and over. He gets up, shows off to the crowd a little bit, and then, right as she goes to get her feet, gets behind her, hits her with a brutal German suplex. Pulls her up by her hair, throws her into the ropes, catches her on the way back. Oh, spine buster. What a show of power on his behalf. He is clearly not done in this match. And now she's trying to get back to her feet. Oh, he stomps on her. She rolls over. Camel clutch. He's got her in the camel clutch. Can she get out? Can she get out? Oh, no, she manages to escape. But before she could even get totally to her feet, he grabs her again and T-bone suplex.
Some great techniques.
He is showing that he is not over yet.
Richter showing his amateur wrestling background there on that onslaught. But will it be enough? Can he get back into this? Minifee now takes advantage of a momentary distraction and slips behind him, claws his back, hits him with basically she just put him in a Cobra Clutch, and he submits. It is your winner and still champion, still after hours champion. It is Minifee, ladies and gentlemen. Minifee, still your after hours champion. I mean, he showed us a little bit there, El Vacant, but not enough. The rookie's got a lot to learn, it looks like.
He had a hard time getting out of the blocks, but once he got the I think it might have just been the jitters from having his first title match here in RAWF. But once he shook those jitters off, he showed us that there is some potential there. Like that towards the end there, he did some damage before he finally succumbed to that Cobra Clutch.
He needs a haircut.
And Minifee has returned. Congratulations, Mini. Dominant victory over your rookie opponent. It didn't. He had a little bit of a comeback there, but not enough to overcome your greatness. So how are you feeling now that it's over and you can relax?
I'm feeling good. But it was a great match. Honestly, I think he can kick some ass. But I still think he's like a rookie. But he can kick ass. It's sure. I wasn't sure, at the end I was like, oh shit. He set a defense. So I was like, okay, if he catch me, I'm done. Yeah, so yeah. I keep my title. See you in 1 month.
See you in a month or so. Yep, absolutely.
So I'm gonna go. I need to go celebrate that, and we will talk later.
All right. Thank you, Minifee. Ladies and gentlemen, still your after hours champion and possibly the next Fubar City champion, now vacant, Minifee. And, I think if indeed she finishes off Joe Boo in this contenders match, Shek is in for a hell of a match at Radiversary. Your thoughts?
I would love to see Minifee beat the living hell out of him.
I think a lot of people feel that exact same way. All right.
Mostly because I think he would never live it down. Like if he was like, "Oh my god, I got beat by some French chick."
I mean, it's not like Minifee's a nobody. It's not like she's
no, but he'll try to act like she is.
Well, have you ever seen him praise an opponent?
No.
Well, then there you go. Our next guest,
levels of derision.
Our next guest, ladies and gentlemen, holds 2 RAWF championships at the moment. He is currently the Anything Goes champion as well as the Superstars champion, winning that last week from Psy in London. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Boots hit the dirt, stealing my stare. 6-pack of vengeance, I don't fight fair. Rattlesnake blood running through my veins. Mess with the best, you'll be feeling the pain. I'm a renegade, born a brawl, raised on rage. Knuckles up, I set the stage. Drinking beer and kicking pain. Ain't no cage can hold my name. Redneck Avenger, don't need no crown. But you best believe I run this town. From back road bars to the square circle, ain't no rules when I raise this hurdle. I don't tap out, I don't back down. You cross my line, you're going down.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Redneck Avenger, the reigning Superstars champion. Congratulations, R.A.
Thank you, sir. Dear sweet baby Jeebus on the trampoline. I could listen to that woman read the phone book. Damn.
Seems to be a lot of that going around.
Yeah, I can imagine so. She could like make a recording of the alphabet and like sell it.
Well, at any rate, you, sir, huge victory last week to become the Superstars champion for the first time in your RAWF career. How's it feel?
Oh, man, I am happier than Richard Simmons in a sweaty locker room.
Wow.
It's a good feeling. It's a good time. It's great stuff, man. I tell you, it was good to get some RAWF gold back around my waist, and it was really kind of fun to take it away from the three-headed dog can't figure out where it's going.
No, you took it away from Psy.
Oh, I thought she was in amongst them. Bless her heart.
Yeah, no, she
Again,
was in the previous group.
so the three-headed dog that you're talking about is Teflon Sheik, Simply the Best, and Claymore, who, not coincidentally, is your challenger tomorrow on Superstars for that Superstars championship.
Why?
So while you might not be you may not have taken it away from them, you get to play keep away from them tomorrow in Paris.
We could do that, man. That just kind of, after shit fire and that was a little bit, that was some solace, because the Xanther tournament turned out like it normally does, just like a freaking train wreck on the first round. I've said before, whenever Bless's little pea-picking heart acid rain dropped a SSP and a gorilla press on me in the same set, not once but twice.
You're kidding me.
No, he did that. That was a couple of years ago. I'm just sitting there going, I don't even know how that's possible. This year, right out the gate, I get sassy.
Oh,
I mean, yeah.
you talk about bad luck.
Ask Griffith how that feels.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if it wasn't for bad luck, have no luck at all when it comes to that. Oh, it's
Yeah,
all right,
that is in the Xanther tournament. That's always a bad draw. It was, two-time winner there. Yeah.
So there's going, you're looking square like a three-peat. I hope she does win it all since she beat me. But there we go.
Yeah. But at least you have the Superstars Championship, which hopefully you can retain against Claymore, a fellow Hall of Famer, tomorrow here.
And that I can't think of anybody that I would rather step in a circle with. I mean, he's one of my favorite people in all of RAWF.
Yeah, and the sarcasm is just dripping.
I felt that from here.
Yeah. Dodge the drip. Everyone, that's good advice for everyone. Dodge the drip. Do not get the drip.
But RA, I gotta hand it to you. A few weeks ago, you gave Griff the pep talk, and I immediately turned around and said, "Hey, you got your own talking to do. You've stepped it up. I gotta give you credit, and I hope you keep that shit up."
Yes, sir. Have some fun with it. But that was a fun match with Sai. She's a good opponent, and that was just a lot of fun. We had a lot of good back and forth, and the ghetto boy done did it again.
Well, at any rate, but the Superstars title, not an easy title to hold on to, because you do have to defend it at every Superstars.
Yes, sir. It is slippery and a greased pig, I got to tell you. And by the way, El Vacant, whenever you got your new suit and stuff, you look sharper than a straight razor straight off the strap. That was just good stuff. You owe that to yourself, and congratulations. And congratulations.
Yeah, I really like. Thank you. I do really like this. I look. All credit goes to the RAWF costuming department. They came up with this. I didn't even ask for it. Just the head of the department came over and said, "Hey, we were thinking you've been wearing this for a long time. We wanted to make you something as a surprise," and they showed it to me, and I fell in love. It's amazing.
Yeah, you can't beat that with a stick if it's standing still. That's some good stuff, and the class that's coming in is a stellar class, and we got some good competitors, some really, really good characters coming in, and
it's me and two redheads.
Yeah, there you go.
And some other people.
And Tigress is in too, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait, yeah, Tigress, this being one of the redheads, I believe he was talking about.
Yeah, sometimes I just don't make it to the redhead. Tigress is Tigress. Beautiful lady. All them beautiful ladies going in there just kind of scrambles your brain cells somewhat. So forgive me, but it's gonna be something else. Ain't nothing wrong with redheads wildfire. That's a damn truth.
Yeah, it's going to be an extremely good class. I hope, again, if anyone has heard from Haruki or talks to Haruki, somebody might want to let her know if she's interested in showing up for her induction. Hopefully she is,
Clay
but
Lou can probably get a hold of her. I ain't talked to her in a long time. Bless her heart. She's sweet as pie, but just hadn't that. It just say that little paths kind of drifted. So that's one thing
yeah, that
I'll
happened.
actually ask of Claymore is get a hold of Haruki and get her in there because she's a good worthy Hall of Famer. And it's good stuff. But yeah. Heard Joe Boo. If Joe Boo's on, do everybody a favor and have her stop in and get her well-deserved mark. But,
Yeah, I would love to see that. I'd love to see that. But even if not, it's still a good class. They're still going in, and they're still all much deserving of it. And I was going to ask you something, and it just totally flew out my head as we started talking. But that's because I'm blonde.
that's all right. Just got a little case of CRS. Can't remember shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I do too.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Oh, I know. Well, and it actually isn't a question for you. It was a quick PSA because you brought up the store, brought up the Unstoppable. There's 2 new RAWF shirt logos in the store this week. Did you hear about that, RA?
I hadn't got to go in and look. I know there was just a plethora of good T-shirts come in, but no, hey, if it says RAWF on it, you just got the stamp of approval. I mean, this is the marquee brand, and there's not a damn person in all of Unstoppable that don't know that. So get your RAWF shirt.
There you go. There's 3 now. 3 different shirts in the store, including the new Fubar City logo, ladies and gentlemen, that you can wear, which a few people are, including myself.
Yeah, hell, that means I can hold off on my laundry for a couple of days.
There you go. There you go. Although knowing you, you'd probably just take the logo and wear it right, glue it right to your chest.
Probably so. Yeah, crazier things have happened.
But yeah, absolutely, Paragon. Sport those Fubar City T-shirts for Radiversary, because Radiversary will be indeed in Fubar City, Cleveland, Ohio, coming up in just a few weeks, and looking forward to it. The Hall of Fame induction ceremonies, and yeah, it's going to be a good time indeed. So good luck to you against Claymore tomorrow. Any final thoughts, RA?
My final thought is this: I'm glad you did this to make up for the whole pairing me with Sassy thing. First round of the Xanther it's like I don't know who drew up the brackets on that.
All complaints about matchups in tournaments and round robins can be sent to Randolph Mortimer Draw, Randy M. Draw. He is now officially.
It was Randolph. I just wanted to make sure. Randolph, really? Did you send me as a hitman to knock her out the tournament? Because Bubba, it didn't work. I'm sorry. I mean, you got first shot, and well, yeah, you cannot make a mistake against her. So, bless her heart. And she's pretty flipping amazing, and got to do a shout out to her. She has always been such a wonderful addition and a good opponent, a good friend, and all of that thing. And also, I give a serious shout out to Minnie. She has really just blown it out of the water since she's gotten here. And you talk about a wonderful addition. I mean, everything from ring presence to hello, you can go ahead and read that phone book to me. I'm here for it. But and also just the artwork and just everything, the total package. Her DW, you talk about another total package. My renegade sister. It's we've got a lot of great things going on here in RAWF, and the best part is that it's only getting better. Some things trail off in along the years, but something about RAWF is it just continues to get better, and that's lightning in a bottle, and I'm here for it.
It is indeed a hell of a time in RAWF right now, coming up on its 12th year anniversary in just a few weeks. And RA, you've been a huge part of that. I don't know that you've ever left RAWF since you joining it back in the early days. So
I have.
Thank you, sir, for everything you've done for RAWF and continue to currently do. And good luck tomorrow against Claymore.
Thank you, good sir.
All right. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to visit with the chairman of RAWF. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Still on steel, that's his song. Every hit saying you were wrong. Crowd cries out, he don't blink. Just one more chair shot, then he'll think he's the chairman, baby. Sitting on steel when the lights go dark, you know the pain gets real. Don't need no crown, don't need no throne. He built his kingdom with broken bones. Yeah, he's the chairman, that's his name. Playing sweet soul music in a violent game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Razor joining us now on After Hours. How you doing, Razor?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, are you? Oh, I'm good to hear that. Glad to hear that. What's new with you, buddy? What's been up? Haven't been able to really talk to you for a bit. Talk to me about what's on your mind tonight.
Oh, not a whole lot. I think the last time I spoke to you, I was telling you that I need to pick it up a little bit as far as my game goes, and just want everyone to know if they keep their eyes open, things are about to go off the edge.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. That's good. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. I mean, you're a Hall of Famer for a reason, and I want to see that edge get back. I definitely do. Uh, so we're coming up on 12 years of RAWF, Razor, and I think I want to say you've been there for at least 10 of them. Wouldn't you say?
I would say so.
I don't know that you were one of the early signees, but you definitely came along at a time, about 10 years or so. So talk to me about your best memories of RAWF as we head towards its 12-year anniversary.
Well, I have to be honest with you, and I know
Oh,
you did a
lightly.
show for the man a couple weeks ago, and I was not present for that. I am sorry, but
Yeah, well,
Judgment was a big reason that I came to this company.
right. Yeah, yeah. And I know you didn't. I know you found out very late of his passing, and I would not fault you at all if you had anything else you'd like to say about Judge.
Can't really say anything at the moment other than I'm going to miss him. And I kind of wish that I'd had an opportunity to speak with him one last time.
Well, I'm not going to spoil it for you, Razor. But if you do go back and listen to the show from a couple of weeks ago, towards the end, because at one point Judge recorded a message for certain people, and you were one of them. So you will definitely want to go back and listen to the show because he had some words for you. All right.
All right.
It was a fun show and a sad show all at the same time, the way Judgment would want it. So I think you'll enjoy it. And if anybody else wants to go back and listen to it again, of course, you can do so on YouTube, on the RAWF YouTube channel.
And as a side note, one of the new shirt arts is in fact a tribute for Judgment.
So, at any rate, yes, Razor, I know you two were pretty close, and you are going to miss him as much as we all do, certainly. But think of it as, you know, it is what it is. Razor, anything else you'd like to talk about, sir?
At the moment, no. But like I said, keep your eyes open because things are about to get real.
Tomorrow here in Paris, you face the reigning estrogen champion, obviously in a non-title match. Yeah, but you face Kicker. You would think so. Any thoughts on facing Kicker tomorrow?
It's going to be a good match. Kicker brings a lot to the table, and it's you make a mistake against her, it's hard to come back.
Fair enough. Well, Razor, thank you for joining us this evening. We'll talk to you hopefully after the show, right?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of RAWF, the Razor, he says, keep your eyes open for him. The edge is near. Did that make sense? That's not what he said.
Yes, you're good.
It's close enough. The edge is near. All right. Next up, let's talk to the reigning Platinum Dragon champion, who could very well be the next world heavyweight champion and make history at Radiversary if he continues the beating that he's giving Blake Bradley in the World Contenders match right now. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the unsettled one.
You can run, but there's no place to hide. In my eyes, see the devil inside. Follow me if you want to die. Chris Cage, the unsettled one, the lost soul, Nightmare's champion. One by one, you all shall fall. Knife in my hand and the blood still fresh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Cage, your reigning Platinum Dragon champion. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, everyone, and it is a great evening to be Chris Cage, the new heart and soul of RAWF. People are turning in their graves at that sentence.
As well as the Iron Fist champion. You have two titles currently,
Both with
too.
dragons on them.
Yes, they
We
both
do
do
have
have
the dragons on
dragons.
them. He has both of them. Kenta must be rolling in his grave.
But there's a decent chance you could be going to Radiversary with the opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship once again to become a two-time world champion. If you get past Blake, finish off Blake, you go on to face Teflon Sheik at Radiversary. Talk to me about that.
Just you saying that literally gave me goosebumps. So last month I was really, really, really set on going to face Teflon Sheik for that world championship. Killa just outperformed me, and he got his shot, and we were rooting for him. He didn't get the job done, unfortunately. So to get the shot, to get a contender match, the match isn't over yet, but anyways, to get the shot.
Isn't it, though?
Possibly,
Isn't it?
I mean, crazier things have happened, you know? But yeah, it's not looking good for Blake Bradley. I guess his Bullies Anonymous thing didn't teach him how to fight. Besides that, you know, LA, I want you to look something up for me. How many people have held the Platinum Dragon and the World Heavyweight Championship? And could you read those names to me?
At the same time?
At the
Yes.
same time, you mean?
I think 3.
There's been 3 people that I could. And to be honest with you, I want to say I know Alec Remington did it.
He did.
Okay.
I want to say Mithras the Title Machine. Those are 2.
That one I knew.
And it was either Mordrin or Griffith.
I
Right?
believe it's both of those.
So
What's
4.
that?
I believe it's
So it's
both
4.
of those. That's why
Okay,
I
so
think it's
yeah,
4.
4 people have done it. You would.
Because I'm
but
not
no
sure
one-
about Mithras.
What's that?
I'm not sure about Mithras, but
Oh,
I think
yeah,
you might be right.
I know
No,
Mithras
because
has
he
done
won-
it because that was the match with the Platinum Dragon in the world with Paragon and Griffith.
Yeah, that was the triple. He remember he was the triple
Yeah,
threat
you're
for
correct.
both.
You're correct. They were both
And
challengers.
he
You're
said
right.
he said I'll take them both at the same time.
See,
So-
Chris Cage knows his history.
I do know my history.
But
I
yeah,
do know my history.
it would be a absolute
Really,
miracle
what was
if
the Eiffel
Blake,
Tower build?
if Blake Bradley were
Okay,
to somehow
you know me
come back
already
and
know my
beat you.
history.
It would be the miracle of the century. Let's just put it that way. So I would say 99% chance that you will be going on to face Sheik at Radiversary.
Okay, so going back to that, those names. Alec Remington is kind of slept on, and a lot of people forgot about him. But in his prime, that man is up there with Griffith, Paragon, with Mithras. I'll throw Claymore in there. He's hard to beat. He will come in, not even say much, and take your title. And when he does talk, he means every word he says. So that's kind of a slept-on name.
That man
But
was no
those
joke.
other, agreed. But those other 3 Hall of Famers won multiple titles, made a name for themselves. To be in the same sentence as men like that would cement me not just more than I already have, which I have. I could lose all my titles right now, retire right now, have a career that everyone talks about. To cement myself, and this is going to be very cocky, but I mean every word of it, and I think it's facts. To cement myself and win the World Heavyweight and walk out with the World Heavyweight and Platinum Dragon at Radiversary, I would put myself up there in the Mount Rushmores of RAWF.
That's
It's
a little
very
cocky.
bold statement. It is
It is
very
a very,
bold,
very
cocky
bold
statement,
statement.
but look at the facts. I'm the greatest, by records, greatest White Lightning champion, greatest Hatfield and McCoy champion. Granted, those aren't titles that everybody goes after. I've won the World Heavyweight Championship in my first run, held it longer than anyone ever has in their first run. I won the National Championship in my first run. I tied the record at that time. I've won the Tag Team Championships 3 times. I've won the Fubar City Championship. I've won the Midnight Hobo Championship. I've won the Superstars Championship, the After Hours Championship. I did the math the other day. There are only 6 titles in this company that I'm in contention for that I have not won, and a lot of those are gimmick championships. The only major one I have left that I am going after this, ironically, Blake Bradley holds the Bench Championship. Otherwise, I've done it all.
Wow.
2-time Hall of Famer, because I was in Anarchy when they got in the Hall of Fame. It's a very bold statement, but these are facts.
He makes it a great argument, though. He really does.
I mean, sure, everyone who tries to make a bold statement usually has some facts they have behind them to try to bolster them. Unless you're
they're
Sheik.
Extreme Enigma, or
Sheik.
or Jobu, or Claymore, or Blake Bradley, or let's see, there's like 4 or 5 others.
Yeah, right, but that's not it. But I'm just gonna say, you can only have so many people on a Mount Rushmore. Like that, you can't just keep adding people to it. That's not how Rushmore works.
I'll carve my face into it. Don't make me.
That's 4 people, and I think you're not quite at the level of the 4 people that are there right now, but you're getting there. You're getting there.
Like
but
I said, to have
like
my
how
name
do
up
you
with
got to
those
knock
names.
one of those faces off the mountain, and I don't know that you've done that yet.
Sorry, Mordrin.
I mean, I've always hated Mount Rushmore questions when it comes to anything. I hate it.
Only
when
4
you
is ridiculous.
when someone asks me, "What's your Mount Rushmore of this?" I'm like, I hate that. I gotta only name 4 because there's a lot more than 4.
The phrase I prefer is "Who are the pillars?" Right, because you can have as many pillars as you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a
And
good
Chris
phrase.
Cage, that I would say is definitely been a pillar of our AWF over the last 5 years, 5-6 years, or whatever, how long ever he's been. There's no doubt about it. And actually, it's probably been more than 6 years. Uh, so I would agree with you that you are one of the greats in our AWF, especially if you go on to Radiversary and win the World Heavyweight Championship while still retaining the Platinum Dragon Championship, which, speaking of which, right now, currently, we have Luke Cage and Simply the Best battling it out. It's looking like your opponent will be Luke Cage. So we may have a cage fight at Radiversary for the Platinum Dragon Championship. I had to say it. I just had to.
Had to. I believe last time I faced Luke Cage in RAWF, we were joking around that it's a cage match, Cage versus Cage, and we actually did it in a cage because it was Cage versus Cage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Seems right.
But I mean,
but I have a good history with Luke, so for Luke to win that would be great. Now, would I like to go and beat up STB, retain that championship, then beat up his quote-unquote friend, boss, whatever he is, the other head, and take
You're
out
another
two of the
person that
heads?
really just wants to just beat up everyone in service that you can, aren't you?
I mean, can you blame me? Look what happened in
No, not
Elevated
at all. I just think
Society.
it's funny that at least 2 of the people that are very vocal about wanting to kick the shit out of the 3 of them are people who used to work with them.
That explains a lot about the people that
Doesn't
are
it?
in that group, doesn't it? They're not very trustworthy. They're people that, I'll say it like this, but they're going to argue about it. They held me back for a year.
I mean, I think the facts prove that.
I agree. Now, they're not
I mean,
going to
let's
change, but
let's go
that's
back.
their
Let's go
right.
back, right? So before you joined up with them,
Absolutely.
you what were you?
World heavyweight champion.
Right. And then you lost the title, and you ended up joining with them, and then that all broke up. And shortly after that, you became, what is that on your shoulder?
I believe this is called the Platinum Dragon Championship.
Right. So before them, biggest belt in the company. Mm-hmm. After them, second biggest belt in the company, and about to get a shot at the biggest belt in the company. Hey, which of those titles did you hold while you were with them?
We're just speaking facts here. I held the Hatfield and McCoy Championship. I held
those belts, the ones we're discussing, those 2 belts. Which of those did you hold while you were with them?
Neither of them.
Which of those belts did they get actively in your way going after?
Both of them.
Yeah, see, I'm glad you have joined us in this world of reality.
I'm glad I'm back.
We appreciate that.
All right, Chris. Well, I hate to rush you off, but
No problem.
I have a lot of other callers on hold here that have other things to deal with. But I tell you what, I would love to see Teflon Sheik versus Chris Cage at Radiversary World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Regardless of who your opponent is for the Platinum Dragon Championship, I'm looking forward to that being the main event of Radiversary.
Let's go, Luke.
To Luke? Go ahead.
Yeah,
let's go,
Luke.
Let's go, Luke. All right. Let's go, Luke. Indeed. That's going to be a very interesting Radiversary for the unsettled Chris Cage, I have a feeling. Could be one of his crowning moments. We will find out here in just a few weeks at Radiversary. Chris, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. And we will talk to you again soon.
Have a great night, everybody.
All right.
Now that he's gone, but before we move on to the next time, I do want to say one thing. We talked about only 4 people have done that, what he now has a chance to possibly do, right? Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons that is so hard, I want to drive this home to people. One of the reasons that is so hard is if you are facing for both of those titles, that means you are facing 2 of the top people in the company back to back.
Exactly.
That is why that achievement is so hard.
Getting the world title and platinum dragon titles are the two toughest titles. They're the two top titles because they're the two toughest titles to gain.
Right.
And
So whoever you're facing, they're no joke.
Yep, exactly. Absolutely the truth. And I mean, as much as we don't like saying it, we have to say the same about our current world heavyweight champion.
No, I don't have to say that.
Well, you don't, but let's face facts. He's not there. He's not there for no reason. Let's put it that way. All right. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, she has an opportunity at the Multimedia Championship at Radiversary while we do not know quite yet who she will be facing. We know she has that opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Roshina biot branachna has nice. Tado farden on roimaga sambat. Tana broira chater. Silagas a trill her resning help fi on spine at her morozinde. Kagragam molor de tlebelin nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, she is Maeve O'Hare joining us now. Good evening, Maeve.
Good evening, Bossman. Good evening, Vacant.
Oh,
Wait.
hi.
Did you just call me boss man?
I did.
It's been like 2 months since you've called me boss man.
Well, I decided I'm less angry at you than I were.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. So, with that being said, El Vacant, did you say hi? I'm sorry.
I did.
Okay, good. All right, Maeve, big opportunity at Radiversary Multimedia Championship. However, at the current moment, we do not know who you will be facing. It will either be Kenta, who is the reigning Multimedia Champion, or the person you just beat in the contendership match, Michael Brewer. And it's actually, I'm looking at the Multimedia title match, it's looking like Michael Brewer. Can you say momentum?
I mean, I have so many questions about this entire chain of events. If I'm Kenta, I don't know why I would give Michael Brewer another shot after I just slapped him around at Immortal. But we're curious if things had gone pear-shaped and Brewer had beaten me for the contendership, but then went on and beat Kenta for the title. Then who does he face at Radiversary?
You.
So there were literally no point to me throwing my entire arse into that match. You know what? I think I might be mad at you again.
The only thing you were fighting for is to guarantee your shot, because if Brewer lost to Kenta and then beat you, then he would have gotten a third opportunity. Is basically what it comes down to. You were preventing Michael Brewer from getting a third opportunity.
Well, for feck's sake, if he loses to both of us, he don't deserve a third opportunity.
Yeah, it's strange how that all worked out. I agree, but unfortunately, that is it's the rules. What can I say? But
I still think if Brewer wins, he should just have to hand you the title because you just.
See, I'm glad that someone's got some sense around here.
I wish I could do that. I really do. I wish I could do that, but I can't.
Don't let's get into my hands are tied by the rules, Maeve, because we don't need to go down that path again.
Let's not do that. Let's not. But at any rate, should be exciting for you. What kind of multimedia champion would you be, Maeve? I'm
So
curious.
I'm glad you asked that because I were actually talking with English and a couple of other folks about it and how I had the opportunity to go after multimedia. And I think that I've settled on something that's never been done with the multimedia title. So whichever one of them I face, when I win the title, which will be my first time holding it, so that's exciting. I've decided that I'm going to do a dating show.
I'm sorry, what?
A dating show. I'm gonna
You're gonna go to
host
Dayton?
a dating show.
You're gonna host a show in Dayton, Ohio?
Why the feck would anyone go to Dayton, Ohio? I drove through Dayton, Ohio once. It weren't nothing to write home about. No, a Dayton, a show where you go on there to try to get dates.
Interesting. So, are we talking like a bachelor type of thing, or what? What
I
kind of?
haven't decided on a format yet. Because one of the issues that I have with shows like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette is that I feel like it pits folks against each other, and I'm just sitting here going, you don't have to only date one of them. So that's probably not going to be that format. It might be more like the dating game, where I have like some sort of like puzzle or trivia component to it. Or, since she's out in the chat, she's giving me the idea. Maybe I'll do a newlywed game and get folks like Wildy and Des in there. See how well folks know their partners. Maybe get like a newlywed couple, a more established couple. Chris Cage, do yourself and Destroyer want to come on as the soon to be married couple? Could be fun. So there's lots of options there. I haven't decided on the format yet, but I think that I'm going to do something adjacent to that when I get the multimedia title in my hands.
You know what? That does sound like a lot of fun. I have to admit, that is something that, not that I would participate, mind you, but it would be fun to see.
Oh, I can't talk you and Sasha to coming on.
No, you can't.
I mean, you don't ask, you don't get.
No, I'm sorry. No, that's not going to happen. But anyway,
I have a strict no people in jars rule for my show, whatever it ends up being. More Corcra.
Chris in the face of the jar. Boy.
Although, if certain folks who aren't around right now want to turn up and make a surprise reappearance on the show, I certainly wouldn't say no to it. But no, I haven't decided what formats it'll take, but I think I'm going to do something like that just because no one else has done anything like that with multimedia. And there will be plenty of bottled water, so no one has to get thirsty.
All right. That does sound very interesting. So I'm hoping now would that be something you'd consider even if you weren't multimedia champion?
I could do. I mean, I'm also still trying to ponder if and I want to give my May the 4th Be With You tournament another chance and do This Is the Way Part 2 because I did have a lot of positive feedback from that event last time. There are some structural changes I'm going to make it work a little more smoothly. And of course I got my hands full doing all of the backstage work in RFC. I don't make decisions. Stop asking me to make decisions for you. I can't make no decisions there.
No decisions.
No
Absolutely.
decisions. I am a strictly no decisions person there. I just make things run smooth. I'm happy to answer questions, but I don't have final decision on anything. That's himself out there. You can't miss him. He's the tall one with the big ego. But I enjoy doing that. But yeah, I might consider doing some sort of dating show, aside from the multimedia title. But that don't mean that I'm not going to do my best to get my hands on it anyway. Because again, I've never held it.
No, you haven't, and it's actually a shocker that you haven't. But we will see. I hope you. I wish you the best of luck against whoever it may be, whether it be Brewer or Kenta.
I mean, at least I've only got to focus on the two of them and not be like, oh, it could be this entire field of 16 folk.
Right, exactly. So in 2 weeks, let's see, yes, 2 weeks from tomorrow, we will be in Dublin.
I
for
know,
our
and I'm so excited. It's always fun to go back home, and even better when I get to do it on your dime instead of mine. But that being said, my folks have already made sure that I would come and tell you that you're both invited to family supper. Pop around for tea anytime. It's always good to be back home, and springtime in Dublin, I think, is the best time to be there.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. I will be there. I will be there.
Yeah, more corkers out there being awful funny about Dublin being the Dayton, Ohio of Ireland. I just recently became acquainted with the fact that there is a Dublin in Ohio.
Yeah, there is.
And I went there and I were very displeased with what they had to offer. First of all,
dishes.
Like not enough potatoes, not enough pubs, and everything looks exactly the same. Like even their like petrol stations and like McDonald's look exactly the same. All the buildings look the same. It was a little uncanny.
Well, it's actually a suburb of Columbus, so.
And I've been to Columbus before, and I'd been through Columbus, but I didn't know that there were a place that calls itself Dublin. And I'm actually trying to figure out who on their town council I need to talk to about making them change it.
I'll see if I can get you that information.
Thank you, boss man. I appreciate you.
But at any rate, yes, looking forward to it. 2 weeks. Next week we'll be in Glasgow, Scotland.
Oh, I do purely love going to Scotland too.
There you go. See, it's gonna be a great couple of weeks. And what about Paris? You excited to be here in Paris?
I mean, I don't care so much about the cheese smell that Minifee were complaining about, because I like cheese. It's more that everything smells like urine and cigarettes around here.
Yeah, that's Paris, yeah.
And it's distressing because you see all these pretty pictures. It's like, oh, Paris in the springtime, and you got the Eiffel Tower and all these pretty trees and stuff. And then everyone's just cranky and gets mad at you for every little thing. And everyone also smells of wee and cigarettes.
Okay, so you're looking forward to Glasgow, then Dublin.
I'm very much looking forward to Glasgow. I'm more partial to Edinburgh myself, but Glasgow is also a nice place. I do sometimes wonder if your travel agency saw you coming and that's why they book your things in a convoluted order.
No, it was just you had to work out the dates with the arenas. I could have done Dublin. I wanted to do Dublin a couple weeks earlier, but they've got some sort of event going on in there.
Oh, that's true. That makes sense. I understand that. But I'm excited to be going home. I always have a good time there. And my mom is already planning on making more food than you could feed the entire British Army with for when you come to visit.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
We mentioned Columbus.
We did mention Columbus in passing.
2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, we're going to Dublin, Ireland, and then
is the next show in Columbus?
Dublin, Ohio.
Are you fucking kidding me? There's no arena in Dublin, Ohio. Don't you lie to me.
Okay, it's not, but it's Dublin.
We're going to be at Nationwide, aren't we?
Yes, we're going to be at Nationwide. But you go up to one of the tall buildings in Columbus. You can see Dublin from.
Well, yeah, but who the feck would want to? Oh, Minifee wants to know if we're going to Quebec anytime soon.
We were in Quebec on February 8th. We were in Montreal on February 8th.
I think she wants us to come back is the implication.
Well, we might just do that.
Can we not go to Quebec in the middle of the feckin' winter next time? I'm sure it's very lovely. August. I'm sure it's very lovely there in like September. Oh, Minnie, I would be thrilled to eat poutine with you. I love poutine. I mean, it's potatoes and gravy and cheese. How bad can it be?
I'm not a giant fan because I feel like the gravy makes the fries soggy. I like a crispy fry.
I see where you're coming from, but I think the fact that there's gravy and cheese outweighs that for me. But I'm not so picky
Now,
about
if you gave me like a deconstructed poutine,
to
and
like
I could build
cheese
it
fries
as I
that you
ate
could
it,
dip in gravy.
right? In Jersey, they call that a disco fry.
They call it a what now?
Disco fries.
Who's eating fries at the discotheque?
I don't. Apparently, the idea is it came from the 70s, and New Jersey diners, they would all serve this thing, and drunk people would come in after they were.
I mean, I reckon
dancing at the
poutine would be
discotheques.
absolutely fabulous if you were hungover.
Right. And the way you order it, they basically tell you when you order a disco fry, they say drowned or dry. And it basically means, do you want the gravy poured over top of it, or do you want it in a bowl next to it?
I mean, that sounds purely delicious either way, so I'm not mad at it.
It actually does. All right, Maeve. Well, good luck to you.
Can I say one more thing real quick before I scoot off? I know you got to queue, but I just wanted to say I saw Laddiebuck Luke out there, and I wanted to wish him the best of luck in his match, and I hope that we do get to see Cage versus Cage again.
I think a lot of us do. I'm definitely looking forward to it. All
But
right,
I'll get out of your hair now. Your
All
golden
right,
hair. I miss that. I
You
never
know
thought
what?
I would, but I do miss that.
I've heard a rumor that there are remixes of Amadeus style out there. I may have to go.
I mean,
and
it was a chart topper for like 5.5 years. I'm sure there are.
yeah, it still is in Mozambique.
Well, I'm glad that the Mozambiquis. I don't know what the demonym is there. I'm glad that the folks of Mozambique know.
The Mozambiquers, they all sound like this. Me, 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 me.
Well, don't tell More Corker that he's going to be on the next flight to Mozambique.
All right, Maeve.
What do you
thank
think
you
taught them
very-
their language?
Good night, boss man. Good night,
Good night,
Bacon.
Maeve. That was Maeve O'Hare, possibly the next multimedia champion. We now turn from possible multimedia champion to current Powerball champion, the aforementioned Morcorcra himself.
Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness. First of the fallen and last of the old gods. No use fighting because you can't beat those cold odds. Beginning of time and the end of days. Civilizations crumble under his gaze. Alpha and Omega, the wrath of the God King. Paragon of greatness, about to pin you in that ring. Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness. Eons ago, before time existed, they lived in the heavens and the rain persisted.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning Powerball champion, the Paragon of Greatness. Paragon, good evening, sir.
Hey, you'd think that I like the Mozambiquers, but I'm more of a fan of the Mozam Bunsen Honeydews. Anyway, how are we doing?
We're doing great. Thanks for asking, Paragon. Congratulations on defeating the Teflon Sheik for the Powerball Championship at Immortal XIII. Talk to me about that briefly.
I do want to make a bit of a. This is going to be the last time I say something nice about the Teflon Sheik. I have more than exhausted that in this last month. I've been abundantly fair to the man, and I will continue that in the spirit of Immortal. Earlier, it was said that I demolished the Teflon Sheik, and indeed, through most of the match, that is absolutely true. Listen, this match was a little bit closer than most people realize, a lot less close than Teflon Sheik probably thinks it was. Fact of the matter is, I destroyed the man so thoroughly that I did make a mistake. I took my foot off the gas. I did allow him to rally a little bit at the end. Ultimately, it didn't matter. He was so decimated at that point that there was no coming back. But I think it should be noted that the Teflon Sheik did put up a heck of a fight at the end.
All right, let me translate that from Mr. Nice Guy to what actually happened. So he destroyed the guy and then realized he wasn't giving the fans their money's worth. So then he started to toy with Sheik and let him fight back a little to get the fans involved, and then he closed the door.
Look, I'm just trying to be fair, but that's enough of that. I'm done being fair and nice. I probably dislike the man more than any one of you, and it's made me physically
disagrees.
It's made me physically sick to have to try to be fair and just to that man over the last month. So enough of that shit. All right. So how are we doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. So, 12 years of RAWF. We're coming up on the 12-year anniversary, Paragon. Which any random thoughts you have about that?
Look, I've certainly outside of after hours, if not on after hours, made it very clear how personally RAWF has affected me over the years. I wasn't there during the early days. I kind of came in at the tail end of the Misfit era, and at the time, and you can go back and listen. You probably can't go back and listen now, but historically, we've played clips of some of my earlier appearances on After Hours. I was very timid, very uncomfortable speaking to people. It had been a long time since I'd come out of the metaphorical woods to be a part of the grander world, and it was RAWF that kind of brought me back to reality, allowed me to be comfortable again, allowed me to really embrace being a part of something. And honestly, like the version of Paragon of Greatness that you see today absolutely could not exist without RAWF and the people in it that have, through either actively helping or passively helping by just being there, have allowed me to transform myself over time and become more comfortable again speaking to people, being a part of something. And I really hope that over this time I've done as much or more than anybody could do to contribute to what RAWF is and continue to make it special for other people as well.
Well, thank you, Paragon. Thank you very much for those kind words. But so let's take a look at the list of people that you could potentially be defending that Powerball championship against. You have, first of all, we could see Immortal Greatness for the Powerball championship at Radiversary. The Immortal Griffith is still in the contendership tournament, along with the Platinum King Jobu, Slashy, Magnificent Michael, Deez, Luke Cage, Scythe, Tigress, Redneck Avenger, Badass Billy, Draven Blackbird, Hot Cheese, Big Papa, Ken Costa, or simply the best. And I know it's a long list for you to be able to choose one, but surely a couple of those names caught your attention.
I mean, it's just a stacked field. It's been a hot minute since we've had an Immortal Greatness match. That would be incredible. We've got simply the best, a storied history between the two of us. We've got people like Deez. I would love to get my win back after he absolutely destroyed me in the main event of Immortal X. But honestly, and no offense to any of those other people, the name that I would really like to see win this tournament is the Redneck Avenger, and I'll tell you why. I don't think in all of our time together in RAWF, myself and the Redneck Avenger have had a high-profile match with each other, which seems crazy enough as it is. But that means that I have not had the unique pleasure of going on After Hours and having a live promo confrontation with RAWF's resident historian, and that guy is magic every time he is on the microphone.
That would be a great matchup, and it would be apropos for a rativersary when two Hall of Famers lock up for a championship. That's always a big deal as far as I'm concerned at rativersary. So yeah, that'd be a great one. So can I ask you the elephant in the room question?
Go right ahead.
I mentioned earlier that somebody in the top 25 turned down the contender match this period. Just said, no, I don't need one. Thank you very much. You know this person. Would you like to talk about it?
I do know this person, and despite El Vacant's best guess earlier, it wasn't actually number 4, my brother Killer Neptune. He's the national champion. He's not allowed a contendership match. It was myself, and I'm going to consider this month a bit of a warning to everybody out there. We're going to get real serious here for a second, because had I not come down with a sudden case of mania the exact moment that I needed to decide what to do with rankings, things may have been a little bit different had I had a little bit of time to think about it. So we're considering this a bit of a warning period, because the last time we were on air, we had a very special show, and being inspired by a fallen friend of mine, I think it's time for some judgment to be brought down upon RAWF. The thing is, I could pad my resume. I absolutely could. I could win more titles, but what's that really going to do? We were talking about this Mount Rushmore conversation earlier or whatever. I know where I'm at. I know where I stand in the company. I can joke about how Paragon of Greatness sucks. Paragon of Greatness doesn't belong there. I know where I'm locked in, and that's almost definitely never going to change. So there's no significant reason other than adding to a trophy case that I really need to do more random title matches. Is that to say that I'm going to be done doing that in the future? Absolutely not. But right now, my current mission is this. I'm going to keep doing what I do. I'm going to keep consistently landing in the top 3, probably the top 2 of rankings. I'm going to keep doing that. I'm not going to stop the way that I do rankings, but the way that I'm going to choose title matches is going to be a little bit different. You see, if I land in that top 2, great. I would love to go for the World Championship, but only under certain circumstances. If the champion's somebody that's been the champion a lot of times, they've been there, they've done that, consider yourself ready to fight Big Purple. If the champion is somebody that has gotten there through unscrupulous means, underhanded shit, dirty tactics, consider yourself warned that the title is going to be taken from you because judgment will be brought down upon you. However, if we have a newer champion or somebody who's really earned it, I'll even forego the World Heavyweight Championship match. And instead, I'm going to start looking down the line at every champion in RAWF. And I'm going to decide who really deserves to have to fight the Paragon of Greatness. Who has crossed enough lines that they deserve to have their championship taken from them, and who has been just vile enough that I'm going to take pleasure in going into that next pay-per-view and destroying them for a championship, because I will do that. I will win said championship. I will immediately start defending that championship on Superstars afterwards so that I am eligible for future title matches, because again, I don't need to build that trophy case. And then I will find the next person, and I will continue to do so. Because justice walks among you now, and it wears iron boots. A force older than fear now knows your address, and I am warning each and every one of you, stay on your behavior. Sheriff's in town, and I'm coming for you.
Wow. All right. I like it. I like the sound of that. But let's end on a lighter note, shall we?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about Little Purple.
Oh,
What the hell did you do to Randy?
I mean, you know that I love a good bit. I would love to take credit for this. This is Randy did this on his own, and I may have encouraged the Little Purple thing, but my God, man, put some pants on.
All right. With that being said, Paragon, thank you for your time tonight. I appreciate it. And good luck at our anniversary with whoever you defend that Powerball championship against. And yeah, thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Amadeus.
All right. So we've got
personality.
Yes, we do. At least you do. Some. Oh my goodness. Give me a second. So, Radiversary coming up in a few weeks. Besides yourself, El Vacant, who most are you looking forward to seeing going in the Hall of Fame?
Honestly, Blake.
Really?
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Well, look, I've been a Blake mark pretty much since he came to the company.
Mm-hmm.
And he's had his ups and downs and whatnot. But yeah, look, I think that's a hell of a story and I think it's yeah. I think that was a long road, and I think it was a good road to watch.
Okay. All right. That's a good. I like that. Personally, I'm no offense to you because I'm inducting you, so I'm not. I'm looking forward to it, but I got to write.
You expected me to say me, didn't you?
No, I said besides yourself, so you didn't say.
That's fair, but I've met me. I might have said me anyway.
That's true too. But at any rate, should be a hell of a Hall of Fame coming up in just a few short weeks. All right, our next guest, ladies and gentlemen, lost to the Pirate King Soul Reaper at Immortal XIII, and as a result, still has not gotten a certain person back. Let's talk to the one and only.
Step right up. Step right in. Wear the grin. Covers every sin. Paint on the smile, but the eyes say problem. Boots hit the ramp and the whole place solemn. He skips to the ring like it's homeroom roll call, then snaps like a quiz you were never prepped for. Twisted homeward, written on steel. Detention in the corner till you can't feel. He's playing hopscotch on your ribs on the mat. Tic-tac-toe on your blood, yeah, he's good at that. He's the Joker, Mark Caliber, laugh now, cry later. Carnival King, body count, tally up. Each slam hits greater, heats and dreams to a highlight reel. Your hope to a crater, Joker, Mark Caliber. Smile getting scarier.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Joker, Mark Caliber. Mark, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, it wasn't a good night for you at Immortal XIII. So talk to me about how you're feeling right now.
Well, all right, you know what? Wanna how I'm feeling? Here's what I'm feeling right now. As you can tell, I don't have the formula with me. I kept it back at home. Right now, I'm trying to concentrate on the whereabouts of Winter, and I have not heard from Soul Reaper about my challenge that I just issued on Superstars. Do you know where he is? Do you know where Reaper is right now?
I mean, I haven't heard from him, and no.
15 men on a dead man's chest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Drink and the devil be done for the rest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. The mate was fixed by the bo'sun's pike. The bo'sun brained with a mark and spike. And Cookie's throat was marked belike. It had been gripped by fingers 10. And there they lay, all good dead men, like break a day in a boozing ken. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
15 men of a whole ship's list.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
Dead and be damned and the rest gone west.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
The skipper lay with his knob in gore, where the skillion's axe his cheek had shore, and the scullion he was stabbed times 4.
And I thought people considered me a crybaby. What's the matter there, Mark? You don't look too like you're doing too good.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Now, regarding your challenge for
Reaper?
anniversary, I accept.
Damn right.
But why don't we up the ante a little bit? And instead of it being just a casket match, a flaming casket match.
Of course, why not? Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yeah, you did, Amadeus.
A flaming casket match.
Oh, yes.
Well, Mark,
You still put the person in the casket, but after you shut the lid, you light it on fire.
all right. Well, Mark, I guess the ball is in your court.
Flaming casket match.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what you want in this?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Reaper, let me tell you this. It's not the first time that I've played with fire. There was one time that me and my brother, we were in one of the very first tag team Inferno matches. Our flesh was burned that night.
Your brother, have I known
I've got
him
no
before?
problem having my flesh burned again.
So serious. Let's put a smile on that face.
No. The Joker ain't gonna be facing you this time. He took you on already and he failed.
Oh, poor, because I hurt his little feelings.
All right, so what I'm hearing is a flaming casket match at Radiversary, correct?
Oh yeah, unless Mark is scared.
I got no problem burning my flesh if it means getting to you and getting Winter back.
There you go. It's official. So, the Pirate King Soul Reaper versus Mark Caliber, whichever incarnation, at Radiversary. All right, gentlemen, you got it. That's what it will be. Thank you guys for having this conversation on air. Well, and
I'll
hopefully
see you tomorrow, Mark.
At any rate, Mark,
Yes.
any final thoughts, Mark?
Just this. Sooner or later, Reaper, you will tell me where she is. You will bring her to me. You will bring her to me, even if I have to go into that flaming casket myself, or I don't care how many bones
that you break in my body, and I don't even care how many bodies that I have to go through just to get to you, or how many bones that I break in your body. You will tell me where she is.
We'll talk soon, Mark.
All right, so it's official then. Good luck to both of you, and hopefully this can finally end at Radiversary. All right, well, at Anywho, Vacant, I will be inducting you into the RAWF Hall of Fame. The other four need to decide their inductors will be as well, and let me know on which day, whether it be Saturday or Sunday, that they wish to do their induction speeches. It doesn't matter. They can all do it on a Sunday if they want, or they can all do it on Saturday. Which one are you going to give me the extra day to write your speech?
My theory is because we have to be on both shows. Whichever one needs it is where you can do it.
I like that. Let's do that.
We're gonna be there, so.
All right, that sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Well, unless we get another caller here, I think we're just about wrapping things up.
I think you forgot someone, boss.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! Yes, I did. Jesus Christ! It's a long show. On these long shows, the Excedrin.
But actually, I should address something because he's out there and he asked, and I guess I'm obligated because our world champion retained. And as you know, I've openly said if they retain, they get a menu item. So Teflon, yes, we have come up with your menu item. It's going to start being on the menu as of the next show. All right. God, do I really have to announce this? Really? Fine. All right, everybody. So starting next week, we have the new world champion Teflon Chic menu item. It's called the Camel Toe Keto. It is carnitas and bacon pureed and stuffed with cheese into a roll and then deep fried. Yeah. And then it comes with a minty couscous dipping sauce.
What was its name again?
The Camel Toe Keto. And remember, Sheik, you can have as many as you want whenever you want them. But you have to eat them. You can't give them away.
Oh my God.
And you can't throw them away. If you throw them away, then then you don't get any more.
All right. I think I'll pass on that one. I love my chalupas of greatness way too much for that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm guessing he's our last caller of the evening. He is your reigning Triple Crown champion. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
From shadows deep, he rises, a warrior born of fate. With steel in his eyes, the tempest shall not wait. Memento mori, the call echoes through the night. His spirit will not fall. Ready for the fight.
and gentlemen, please welcome the Immortal Griffith. Good evening, Griffith.
Camel Tokido. That's pretty good. That's yeah. Thank you. I thought about that one for a little bit.
Well, Griffith, once again, you walk out of Immortal with breaking a record and holding a championship. How's it feel to do it?
Well,
once again?
I only tied the record. I hadn't broken it yet. I got to lose it and win it again to break the record.
This is true. This is true, but still, you know, and a hell of a night for you. Talk to me about the win over Davila and Rick Nelson.
Well, all right. So before we get to that, I want to back up a little because I need to set the record straight. You said I lost on timeout, and that is not what happened. I did in fact lose to Sai in that match. She did in fact beat me. So I just want to set that record straight. That's not fair to her. And here's the thing I gotta say. I went into that match same the way my head had been, and it just wasn't there. And the same thing that happened in a bunch of other matches. I couldn't bring myself to just bring out of me what I needed to win. But you know what? I not only am I going to give her flowers, I'm actually going to thank Sai. You see what? I was so enraged at losing to Sai in that match that I went to the back and I really just started to sit there and I let that anger just kind of build and build and build. And then I went out later in that night and I utterly dominated the match for this belt. So you know what, Sai? This belt right now, this title reign, dedicated to you. You, right there. This belt right here on my shoulder. That sits here because you beat me earlier in the night. So thank you for whatever that's worth. But yeah. As for the match in particular, as I said, I went out there, I fought two incredibly good opponents, and they didn't hold up. The Tempest showed up and dragged them all into the deep water where they couldn't swim.
Indeed. And you were once again Triple Crown champion. And you already have a match booked. Your title defense is already set in stone for Radiversary. Let's take a look here. It will be you, DW, and Chevs. And Elvacan and I were talking earlier. First of all, you're no stranger to DW.
Not
at all. But how familiar are you with Chev?
I have faced Chev a time or two here and there. He's good. He's good in the ring. Am I concerned? No. But look, I've walked into other Triple Crown matches where I wasn't concerned and walked out without the title. So hey, these things are what they are. But there's no one in this match that particularly concerns me, that has a particularly good win-loss record against me. I suspect by the end of this match you'll be hearing "and still."
All right. And of those two, who concerns you more, the fellow Hall of Famer DW or the relative newcomer in Chev?
All right. So I'm going to answer this honestly, and this is not a shot at DW at all. So let me get through it when I explain why. The answer is Chev, and not because DW is not a good opponent, but because Chev is more of the wild card. I have faced him far fewer times. I have never faced him for a title. I don't know how he's going to behave under the bright lights of a pay-per-view spotlight. All right, I know what to expect out of DW in that situation. We've done this dance multiple times. Hell, we've done this dance for this title. So Chev is the one to be more concerned about because I don't have the information about him.
That's fair. That's kind of what I said earlier. I think he's the wild card. The one that if it was going to make you slip up, more likely it would be Chev. But then again, DW, as you said, you've danced before. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that is your Radiversary match, and of course you are still in the Xanther tournament.
I am. I got past Sean Hurd, and made it to round 3. Go me.
Well, you. Uh, so we'll see if how well that does.
On
I'm looking
that, I
for.
believe I'm still in men's and arsehole rather.
Yeah.
I somehow managed to not sign up for extra points. Oops. Thought I had. Apparently, I hadn't.
It
My
is what
bad.
it is.
Is what it is. I mean, not that I need the bonus. If I want to take first place, I will. Um, but it is what it is, and as people know, it's summer, and I have very specific things in the summer that keep my attention away from that sort of thing. Although it's okay because we currently have a world champion who wants to be me so badly that I think he literally goes through my laundry and just like licks the sweat out of my crotches of the pants, like just so he could get an essence of what I'm like. It's just really sad, like how much he's been just fanboying.
Ew.
Well, look,
Why?
when you're gonna be that desperate, you get what you get. Like
Wow.
I would give him a bottle of water, but he's way thirstier than that. Do we have a keg somewhere? Maybe.
If that shows up on the show highlights afterwards.
You're welcome. I'm here to help. Chris thirstier. He is thirstier than MM, and that's saying something. Because it's not just me. Like if you just listen to everything he's been saying since Immortal, like it's clear that his envy of me and of Paragon, and actually, frankly, of you, is so just all consuming in his head that's all. Like every word that comes out of his mouth just oozes of that envy and that obvious sense of not enough. Like he knows he's not enough. So he's trying to ride on the coattails of his betters to try and bring himself, to elevate himself up. But it's okay. It's okay. Look, I get it. I understand it. Some of us are, as was discussed earlier, the pillars of RAWF, and he'd be lucky to be, I don't know, maybe like a side table, maybe if he's lucky, but certainly not a pillar. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's right. That's right, Teflon. I'm irrelevant. It's okay. You've only been chasing every record I've ever set since the day you got here. You've only actively gone out of your way to try to disprove that I'm immortal, only to help me prove it stronger. You've only come after titles I've held. I believe it was something in order of 8 times and lost them all. Well, let's see what else. Oh, you've tried to abscond with my catchphrase. But see, I've never done any of this to you. So who lives rent free in whose head? How does that go? Oh, right. Because when you're not around, I don't think about you. When I'm not around, you can't shut your mouth up about me. So you go have your nice little run as world champion. I'll allow it like I've allowed others before you. If you get too annoying, I'll fix it. But see, here's the thing. I don't think I'll have to fix it because Chris is coming for you. And Chris has some, what's the word I want here? Issues with you. Issues. He has some issues with you. Issues that you created. Issues that he's going to take out on you. And when he's done, he's going to be a 2-time world champion, and you will be relegated to history once again. So it's fine. It's fine. I don't need to do anything for you to get what you deserve. Oh, and wait, if somehow that doesn't happen, Mr. Big Purple over here has decided that, in his desire to not pad his titles, he's going to do exactly what you would do to pad your titles, which is to go down the list and go after other people that would be easier fights to take their titles if he thinks they deserve it, which is the definition of padding your resume. But okay. But apparently what he's saying is he's going to go after Cerebus or me. That's for the way he described it. It's me because of the whole first thing he said, and then lying, cheating scumbags, which would be your faction. So we're the only ones that have to worry about it. So if Chris doesn't do it, Paragon will come and take it back from you, which I feel like that's a certain level of justice, which is what he called it when it comes to play. So yeah, I kind of like that. I'll just sit back drinking Mai Tais during the summer like I often do, and I'll just watch Big Purple come over and crush your dreams. Yeah. Anything else you wanted to say there, Shiki Boy? Anything? Yeah. I mean, I could just keep going on about how
Okay, yeah, and we don't really. This show is already one of the longest in After Hours history.
Oh, but I have so much more I can say about him.
I'm sure you could.
Mostly because he can't keep his mouth shut.
And he never comes. But here's the thing: he never comes on air and talks about it. At any rate, let's thank you for your time tonight, Griff. I think you made your point, and we will talk to you again next week about this Triple Crown Championship match, and possibly more. Who knows? Thank you for your time, sir.
Sure.
All right. I think it's been a long show, El Vacant. Most definitely a long show. As we gear up for RAWF's 12th anniversary coming up on May 24th at Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio.
How in the hell we end up in Cleveland, Ohio?
Excuse me?
So how we end up in Cleveland, Ohio? Did we
That's where Radiversary always is. It has been every year.
Okay,
it's Fubar City.
Okay. I got you there. Fubar City. Got it. The Browns, everything.
Well, I'm not a Browns fan, but that's beside the point. Anyways. At any rate, we will be live at Radiversary May 24th, the Hall of Fame ceremony, of course, in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, as always. And it should be a great weekend. It's one of my favorite weekends, and I've heard a lot of people say the same thing. So, with that being said, folks, El Vacant, any final thoughts?
Yeah, our world champion is not particularly popular, but hey, don't forget, he's got a new menu item on my taco truck. Please come out and order as many taquitos as you want.
Come and get yourself some camel toe, ladies and gentlemen. And on that note, this has been RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. We will see you all next week, same time, same channel.